Welcome back. It gives both local and international artists the opportunity to showcase their stories, skills and styles in real time and on a global platform. Well, that's the 9-day annual International Public Art Festival, which takes place on the 10th up until the 19th of February 2018 in Salt River under the theme We Need Nature. Well, to tell us more, we're joined from our Seapoint studios by the organizer of the festival, Alexandra Tillmans. Very good morning to you, Alexandra. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, welcome.
Well, what is the International Public Art Festival all about? And what would you say was the reason behind starting this festival about a year ago when it kicked off?
So what we wanted to do is create a platform for artists, and namely street artists. Sometimes it's difficult for them to find work, and painting outside, it's not so well known. So what we decided is that let's do a festival. Let's gather all artists from South Africa and from the world, from 3 different continents, in Salt River, and they're going to be painting murals. They're going to be painting big walls on buildings, on houses. So we have had to link up with the neighborhood, with the businesses, and with the city, of course, to be able to do that.
All right, now, I mean, starting a festival of this nature, I'm sure was quite well received by arts lovers and artists alike. But, I mean, starting an event that really just does involve all the stakeholders you've just mentioned must take a lot. What are some of the lessons that you learned from last year that you probably be implementing to make the festival just a little better this year?
What we learn really is the message. The message is very important. So We Need Nature was a way for us to say, by painting, we also create social awareness. You know, Cape Town has got the drought, but generally around the world there's a climate change that is an important issue to address. So we have urged the artists to communicate that message, to say that, well, we need nature. The world revolves around nature. So it needs to be a subject of conversation between the artists, but also the people that are going to see the art on the wall.
Now, speaking of communication, there was some reports of artists not having been paid at last year's festival for having participated, reports that artists were exploited. What is your response to these allegations, and is there any truth to them?
That's a very interesting question, and I'm glad you asked it. Artists are not paid during the festival, but what happens is that they're part of a pool of artists, and then we give them jobs throughout the year. So we've been painting in hospitals, we've been painting in corporate companies, for schools, and all those jobs throughout the year are paid. The festival is for us a way to get to know them, so that after we can find them some more jobs.
Oh, wow, fantastic. That's a great way of explaining it. And what can we look forward to in 2018 from this arts festival? What is going to be the highlight, and what's going to make it absolutely epic?
So I think what we're going to see this year is bigger mural, a stronger message, and artists, a mix of intercultural artists. So meaning we have linked up with a festival in Mexico and a festival in Canada, and those guys are going to come to South Africa to showcase their art amongst the South African artists.
Fantastic. Now, I understand that there will also be workshops that are taking place. Won't you take us through what the core issues and opinions or debates that will be up for discussion at these workshops? What kind of issues will be tackled?
Okay, so there will be 2 types of workshops. Let me rephrase a little bit. So the attendance to the festival is free. So people are welcome to come, walk in the streets, speak with the artists, watch the murals being painted. But if they want an in-depth experience, then we have 2 local ladies from Salt River who can guide them around and show them what they wouldn't know. They're accredited tour guides. They know what they're speaking about. They know about street art internationally and locally, and they can guide whoever comes to the festival to explain that. So that's the tour guiding is one type of workshop, and the other one is for you and me. I don't know if you have tried to use a spray can. It's pretty difficult, and so you have the artists of last year who are going to teach you how to use a spray can, and you'll see it's very difficult to learn, and then you'll get the tricks, and then after maybe one day you'll attempt yourself to do a mural.
All right, I'm looking at some of the images on our screen right now, and just the beautiful works on the murals around the city are absolutely stunning. Before I let you go, you spoke about artists coming through from Mexico. Which other artists would you say will headline this year's art festival?
I think the 20 artists that we have on the lineup are all incredible. Seriously, I still don't have a favorite, and I shouldn't have a favorite. I think each and every one of them is very singular in the way it's going to be painting. I think what's interesting, what I want to see is the difference between someone from South or North America, someone from Europe, and someone from South Africa, and the collaboration that will be between them. That's going to be very intriguing for me.
All right, thank you very much for your time. That is where I have to leave it this morning. That's the organizer of the second annual International Public Art Festival, Alexandra Tillmans, speaking to us about the 9-day event, which will take place from the 10th up until the 19th of February 2018 in Salt River. Well, this year's theme is We Need Nature. And of course we did. What would art be without nature?